Okay, good morning. So we are starting with Raventsara, 1 drop of Raventsara and 1 drop of wild orange. Rub it in our hands. So Raventsara is similar to eucalyptus in the way that it opens up the lungs and increases oxygenation to the lungs. So we're going to start standing on your mat. Feet are as wide as the hips. Take your hands over the nose, cupping the hands over the nose so you can breathe deeply into the oil. And opening the hands to release the breath so the out breath leaves the hands. And then you get a clean, strong smell of the oil as you close the hands, breathing in. Breathing out, opening the hands. So find this pattern. You're going to stay here for a full minute. So Raventsara is often used in different respiratory blends to help open up the lungs. It has antibacterial properties to it. So if there's a slight infection that's causing any type of coughing or congestion, it helps the body to get rid of that infection. Raventsara is also known as an oil that helps open up the throat chakra. So this is the energy system around the throat that helps you to express yourself, to express your needs and desires, your true self. And then we included wild orange. This oil is really good for being playful, fun, taking care of yourself in a fun way, bringing in more spontaneity, abundance, and abundance in all the sense of the word. Abundance in your finances, abundance in your love for yourself and for others. So stay here for half a minute more. Listen to the breath as it comes into the body. And notice how it sounds as it leaves the body. Three more breaths. Good. Dropping the hands away from the nose, bringing them alongside the body in Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back, lift your heart up towards the ceiling. Drop your chin towards the heart. So the chin and the sternum are meeting each other halfway. Reach up through the crown of the head. And let's scan the body from the crown of the head all the way down the spine. Shoulders are rolling back. Belly button is tucking in. Hips are right under the shoulders. Your inner thigh muscles and the tops of your legs are externally rotating to create this squeezing of the buttocks and the hips. Raise the toes up, push into the ball mounts of the feet. So you feel the ball mount under the big toe, all the way through the toes and into the ball mount of that pinky toe. Spread the toes and then drop the toes down. Good. Open your feet a little bit wider than your hips. So step the feet out 1 foot length. Bend your knees slightly, and we're going to twist, letting the arms be free and heavy as you twist. Notice the lower back. It should be the first thing that you notice. Maybe there's a little bit of popping, or it feels a little tight or sore. And then at the end of each twist, let the hands hit the body. Good. Let's stay here for a couple more twists. Long, deep breaths. Good. And then let's increase the range of motion. Our arms come up and over and up. So it makes the end of the twist just a little bit deeper. Good. And slowly back around to center. Let the hands come back to the sides. And just notice how you feel a little bit fuzzy. Good. Breathe in, reach the arms up alongside the ears. Feel the biceps on the ears. And then the right arm reaches back, reach back and down. Let the left arm reach over the ear. Feet are wider than the hips. Back around to center. Biceps touch the ears, palms touch. And then twist to the left, dropping that left arm down, reaching it down. Right arm reaches over the ear. Press your hips slightly forward, but then reach back. Back around to center. Biceps touch, palms touch. And let's twist to each side one more time. Over to the right, reach down, left arm reaching over the ear. Back up to center, palms touch. And twist to the left. Left arm reaches down, right arm over the ear. Breathe. Back around to center. Palms touch. Breathe out, hands come down. Breathe in, reaching up. Breathe out, reaching forward. Push your hips back. Keep reaching forward. Drop your head so your ears are in line with your biceps. And then let your fingertips come all the way down to the floor, slightly in front of you. So your feet are as wide as your mat. So the edges of your feet are touching the edges of your mat. Reach your fingertips forward and then walk them forward just a little bit more. Push your hips back. Straighten your legs best as you can. Drop your head in between your arms so your ears can feel your biceps. And keep reaching your hips back and reaching your fingertips forward, just lengthening your spine. Notice what your belly's doing. Pull it in towards your back body. And breathe. Long, deep breaths. Let's take 3 breaths here. Two more breaths. One more breath. Good. Walk your hands back towards your feet. You can close your feet so they're just under your hips now. Bend your knees, drop your tush, and see if you can come all the way down to a squat best as you can, keeping your toes facing the front of the room. We're not going to stay here. We're going to move. Breathing in, straighten the legs. Drop the head towards the knees. Breathing out, drop the tailbone down towards the floor, coming into that full forward squat. Keep reaching the hands forward so you don't fall back. Breathing in, move from the tailbone. The tailbone reaches up to straighten the legs, push the knees back, nose towards the knee. Breathing out, tailbone drops all the way down, reach the hands forward to counterbalance. Breathing in, tailbone reaches up, knees press back to straighten. Drop your nose towards your knees. 2 more times. Breathing out, tailbone reaches down, hands reach forward. Breathing in, tailbone reaches up. Last time, tailbone drops down, reach forward to counter. And all the way up, tailbone reaches up, knees press back. Maybe your fingertips can be at the floor and legs can be straight. Maybe the full flat of the hand can go to the floor. Reach the heels up, stand on your tiptoes. We're gonna move heels up and down, breathing out. Breathing in, heels up. Breathing out, heels down. When you bring the heels up, notice how you're contracting the belly muscles, pulling the belly in. Breathing in, heels up, pull the belly in. Breathe out, heels down. One more time, breathe in, heels up, pull the belly in. Breathe out, heels down. Oh, good. Bend your right knee, keep your left leg straight. Drop your belly, heart towards that bent right knee. Keep the left leg straight, just a nice stretch. You can take your left hand to the back of your left foot, so pulling on that left ankle, encouraging you to fold a little bit deeper. Back around to center, both legs straighten. Then the left knee. Your belly, chest goes towards that left knee. Take your right hand to your right heel or ankle and try to straighten that right leg a little bit longer. Pulling up through that right hip, tuck your belly in. Good, back around the center. One more time on each side. Bend the right knee. Left leg straight, left hand to left ankle. Drop over that right leg just a little bit deeper. Straighten your left leg a little straighter. Lengthening up through that left hip. Breathing into center, breathing out other side. Then the left knee, right hand to the ankle of the right foot. Pull yourself in towards that left knee. Right hip reaching up. Push to that right foot. Keep the leg active. Breathing in, back to center. Fold forward, hug your elbows. Let the weight of your arms, your head, your trunk be heavy, pulling yourself down. Try to straighten those knees, push them back. Tailbone reaching up towards the sky. Take the weight into the front of your feet so your heels feel light. One more breath. Shake your hips from side to side. Your hips, not your trunk. Good, release the arms, take them to the floor, walk them forward to the front of your mat, and then walk your right foot back and your left foot back, finding your plank. Stretch the whole spine out through the crown of the head, the heels of the hand, heels of the feet. Tuck your belly in towards your back body. Two more breaths, close your eyes. Feel the strength of your arms, the strength of your core. Good, then drop the knees down. They should be behind your hips. And then drop your hips forward, pubic bone touches the mat, roll your shoulders back. Upward facing dog with the legs on the floor. Look up, get your spine and neck involved. Good. And then slowly bend the elbows and lower down, chin towards the floor. Breathing in, press up. Press into your hand. Lengthen the entire spine. Roll the shoulders back, look up. Gonna do that 2 more times. Bend at the elbow, slowly lower down. Belly touches, heart touches, chin touches. Nice way to warm up the spine. Breathing in, straighten the arms. Keep the elbows close to your rib cage. Roll your shoulders back, look up. Last time, bend the elbows. Keep them really close to the rib cage. Drop your heart, drop your chin. Good, next breath in, coming all the way up. Push into your hands, but let a lot of this work come from the back. So your arms straighten. Turn your toes under. Keep your knees down, but bring your hips up and push back into child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Let your belly and breast come between the knees. Drop your forehead to the floor. Lengthen through the arms, spread the fingertips. Nice long breaths here. Let's take 3 breaths. Downward dog is a nice way to quiet the mind and reconnect with the depth of your breath, making it longer inhalations and longer exhalations. Child's pose is also a nice spinal stretch, so you're reaching through the fingertips. Arms are active and engaged, elbows are off the floor. And then you're reaching through your tailbone. So your tailbone is reaching down to the back of your mat. Your fingertips are reaching forward to the front of your mat. One more breath. Good, slowly coming up, arching through your cat and onto your hands and knees. Alignment is knees under hips, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Cat-cow, arching up like a cat, dropping your chin towards your heart. Stretch all the way through the neck, tuck your belly in. Breathing in, drop the belly, roll the shoulders, look up, and wag your tail from side to side. With your next breath out, arching up like a cat, tuck your tailbone, chin towards your heart, tuck your belly in, and then wag your tail from side to side, squeezing the front part of your obliques. Good, back to center, breathing in, arching the belly down, arch in the back, roll the shoulders back, and wag your tail from side to side. Good, back to center, neutral spine. And wag your tail with the neutral spine. And let it wag all the way through the spine, shoulders, into the neck and head. Shake out any creakiness in the spine, lubricating all of those vertebrae. Good, and stop the shake. Turn the toes under, reach the tailbone up into your downward facing dog. Maybe it's your first of the day, so the back of the legs feel stiff or the spine's not quite warm yet. So bend one knee and then the other. Keep your belly tucked in, twist from the hips. Back and forth with a couple more breaths. Go back to center. Bend both knees together. This helps to lengthen the spine. Keep your head in between your arms. Ears are in line with the biceps. Keep pushing through the hands. Tailbone is reaching up towards the sky. Drop your heels down. Knees stay bent. One more breath. And then straighten the legs. Push the heels down. Push the knees back. One more warm up here in down dog. Reach up through the toes. Heels come up. See if you can get all the way to the very tip of your toes. And then drop your heels down. Keep the arms and legs straight. Breathing in, coming up onto your toes, heels reaching up. Breathing out, heels reach down towards the mat. One more time, come up onto your toes and reach the heels down. Good, look towards your fingertips, bend your knees and step your right foot all the way through. And then your left foot all the way through. Standing forward, fold. Feet can be as wide as the hips, drop. You can have a slight bend in the knees, or even a big bend where your belly and heart touch the top of your thighs. Wag out your head a little bit, make sure there's no holding in the neck. Then release the wagging. Straighten the legs best as you can. Walk your hands up, your shins just below the knees. Look up to straighten the back. Straight legs, straight back. Reach your arms outside of the hips. Stay at this 90-degree angle. Now reach your arms forward. Reach your fingertips forward, reach your hips back. Arms are alongside the ears. And push through your feet, slowly come up. Tuck your belly in. Reach the arms up alongside the ears. And breathe out, hands come down alongside the body. Standing in your Tadasana, notice how you feel. Okay, let's continue warming up with sun salutations. So breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, hands come to your heart. Fold forward. Keep your legs straight, your back straight. Come all the way down. Breathing in, halfway rise. Breathing out, bend your knees, step your right foot back, and then your left foot back. Stay here in plank pose. Increasing your strength, tuck your belly in. Look down between your fingertips and then close your eyes for one more breath. We're going to try a different variation of coming down. Drop your knees down. Bend your elbows and see if you can bring your heart and chin all the way to the floor. This is called puppy pose. From here, you'll go into cobra. Push into the hands. Heart and chin lift and slide through. Keep your elbows connected to your rib cage. Breathe out, turn your toes under, reach up to your downward facing dog. You need to keep moving one knee and then the other, walking out your dog. Or stay still in your down dog for 4 more breaths. Ears should be in line with the biceps. Tailbone's reaching up, so you need to push through your hands to move the heart and belly towards the top of the thighs, and tailbone reaches up. Heels drop down. Good. And next breath in, bend your knees, look between your hands and step your right foot all the way through. And then your left foot all the way through. Forward fold, breathing out. Bend your knees slightly, breathing in. Rolling up, one breath, one vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders back, ending in your Tadasana. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, folding forward. Take your hands to your heart, all the way down. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step your left foot back, and then your right foot back. Stay in your plank for 2 breaths. Tuck your belly in. Reach through your heels and the crown of your head. 1 more breath. Lowering the knees, bend the elbows towards the rib cage. Drop your heart and chin all the way down. Puppy pose. Back bend. 1 more breath. Next breath in slides you through to your cobra. Roll your shoulders back. Breathing out, toes tuck under. Reach up into your down dog. 5 breaths. This is the time to connect to the length of your breath. Long, deep breaths in will allow you to have a long, deep breath out. This helps you to connect to the meditative part of your practice of quieting the mind. Focuses on the body and the breath. If the mind wanders, then you are creating the discipline to bring it back and focus it on the breath and the body. Two more breaths. One more breath. Good. Next breath in, bend your knees, look towards your fingertips, step the left foot all the way through, then your right. Fold forward, breathing out. Breathing in, bend the knees, roll up. 1 full breath brings you all the way up. Roll your shoulders back. Tadasana. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, right foot steps back, and then your left foot back. Plank pose. Breathing in, stay here. Breathing out, drop your knees, drop your heart and chin, puppy pose. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Find your breath, long, deep breaths. Be active in the pose. Don't just be here without consciousness. Be conscious of the heels reaching down, the tailbone reaching up, belly tucking in. Mind is focused on the sound and quality of the breath. Two more breaths. Good. Bend your knees, gaze at the fingertips, step the right foot all the way through, and then your left foot folding forward, breathing out. Breathing in, let's go up with a straight leg. Take your arms out to the side, come all the way up. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Good. A couple more times. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, hands to your heart. All the way down, flat back, straight legs. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step the left foot back, and then your right foot back. Find your plank. Long and straight, reach to the heels and the crown of the head. One more breath. Breathing out, drop your knees, bend your elbows towards your rib cage so it's a half press. And then you come into your puppy pose. Heart drops, chin on the mat, heart on the mat. Breathing in, keep your elbows tucked in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths. Focus is on the breath and the third eye. Beginning to be disciplined in a short meditation in each breath. 2 more breaths. Yeah, bend your knees, gaze is at the fingertips, step your left foot forward, breathing in. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, flying up. Straight legs, straight arms, sweeping up. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Good, drop your hands to Tadasana. Notice how you feel. Good, breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, hands to your heart, fold forward. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step your right foot back and then your left foot back. Side plank, take your feet to the left. Stay on your left hand. Reach your right arm up. Drop your hips. Tuck your belly in. Back around to center. Find your middle plank. And then side plank to the right. Drop your heels to the right. Reach your left arm up. Go back around to center. Find your middle plank. Reach to the heels. Reach to the crown. Let's lower into full chaturanga. Bend the elbows. Right when they touch the rib cage, you stop here. Pause. Breathing in, upward facing dog. The knees are off the floor. Push into the tops of the feet. Breathing out, roll over the toes. Up into your downward facing dog. Walk your left foot to the center of the mat towards your right foot and reach the right leg up, one-legged down dog. So you're standing in your left, reaching up through your right. Look under the right arm and begin to twist open to the right. Reach through the legs straight, hips are stacked. Open your hips to the right. To the right. You're not, left foot's down. Bend the knee, heel comes towards the tush. Bend the knee of that lifted leg. Breathe. Back around to center, hips level with the mat. Reach that right leg out, point the toes, reach it up. Good, bend the knee in towards the heart. And reach that right foot all the way through, stepping it forward. Then the left leg steps forward. Forward fold, breathing out. Breathing in, flying up, reverse swan dive. Push through the feet, reach up, breathing out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step the left foot back and then the right foot back. Stay here, breathing in. Breathing out, side plank to the left. Drop your feet to the left. Press into your left hand, reach the right arm up, tuck your belly in. Go back around to center. Breathing in, breathing out, feet to the right, reach your right arm or left arm up. Back around to center. Breathing in, breathing out, chaturanga, elbows come to the rib cage. Breathing in, upward facing dog, push into your feet, knees up off the mat. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Roll over the toes, find your long dog. One-legged dog, so the right foot slides to the center towards that left foot. You're standing on your right foot, left leg rises up. Push through your hands, arms are straight. Right now, your hips are level with the mat. Now your hips twist open to the left. That left hip stacks on top of your right. Look under your left arm. Bend the left knee, heel towards the tush. Straight right leg, breathe. Back around to center, level the hips. Parallel with your mat. Lengthen the leg, point through the toes. And then bend the knee, bring it in towards your heart and step the left foot all the way through. Step the right foot all the way through, forward fold, breathing out. Breathing in, swan dive up. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Drop your hands, Shavasana, notice how you feel. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, forward fold. Straight legs all the way down. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step your right foot back and then your left foot back. Plank pose. Breathing in. Breathing out, side plank to the left. Reach your right arm up. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, side plank to the right. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, full chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here or child's pose. Two more breaths. Good. If you're in child's pose, come up to down dog. One-legged down dog on the left. So left foot steps to the center slightly. Right leg reaches up. Come up onto your tiptoes of that left foot. So your heel's reaching up. You're reaching to the right, then drop that heel down. Bend the knee, reach the heel towards the tush, open the hips to the right. You're looking under that right arm. Good, back to center, straighten the leg. Good, bend the knee in towards your heart. You're gonna cross it over the body and tap the left elbow. Stay here, pause. And back through center and up, reach the leg up. Good, bend the knee towards the right elbow, touch the elbow, pause. And then reach it back up. Good. Bend the knee, bring it to center. We're going to reach, step it all the way through. Right foot up between the fingertips. Good. Drop the left knee down. Relax the back foot. Come up into a half kneel. Good. Drop the arms so that the elbows bend and they're at shoulder height. And then look up. Drop the head back. Reach the heart forward. Bend that front knee. Keep dropping the hips. Good. Look up. Drop the arms alongside the body. Keep dropping the hips. Roll the shoulders back. You can look forward. Reach the arms up alongside the ears. And come back up with the hips. Twisting to the right. Yeah, the sun's right in my face. I didn't move forward. So twisting toward the right, keep the arms open. Now that right hand that's behind you starts to reach down. Turn the back toes under so that you actually reach the back heel. Reach the arm up over the ear. Twisted back bend. Good. Back up through center. Come back around to center, arms alongside the ears. Relax the back foot. Breathe out, folding forward. Turn the back toes under, straighten the front leg, and step the back foot forward. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, flying up. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step the left foot back. And then your right foot back. Plank pose. Breathing in. Breathing out, drop your feet to the left. Reach your right arm up. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, feet to the left. Or to the right, reach your left arm up. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, full chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, or child's pose. Lengthen your breath, quiet your mind. One more breath. If you're in child's pose, come up into down dog. One-legged down dog, right foot is standing. It slides to the center of the mat a bit. Left leg reaches up. Point the toes of the left leg. Now point the toes of the right so the heel comes up. Keep reaching through that lifted leg. Drop the heel down. Swivel the hips to face the left. Keep your arms straight. Bend the knee. Heel, left heel towards the tush. Straight right leg. Straight arms. Good. Back around to center. Keep the knee bent. Bring it in towards the body and across to tap the right elbow. Pause. Reach it back and up. Breathing in. Breathing out, bend the knee, bring it to the left elbow, pause. Breathing in, reach it back up. Breathing out, bring the knee in towards the center and then step the left foot all the way through. Drop the right knee to the floor. Keep the hips dropping down, but then reach the trunk and the arms up. Arms are alongside the biceps. Back foot can relax. Then bend at the elbows. Fingertips are spread. Take the elbows back. Heart lifts. Look up. Breathing in, back to center. Drop the hands down. Breathing in, coming up, lifting the hips up, arms alongside the ears, nice and straight. Turn the back toes under. And then you're gonna twist to the left, dropping the arms shoulder height. And then start to reach back towards that back right heel. Reach the right arm up alongside the ears, breathe. Back around to center. Trunk comes to center, arms alongside the biceps alongside the ears. And then fold over. Reach that back knee off the floor and step the legs forward. Folding forward. Catch your breath, make it longer. And then breathing in, reach the arms out to the side, come all the way up. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Drop your arms alongside the body, Tadasana. Long, deep breath, one more. Good. Coming down to the floor. Let's do it through a vinyasa. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, step the right foot back. And then the left foot back. Find your plank. Side plank to the left. Reach your right arm up. Back around to center. Side plank to the right. Reach your left arm up. Back around to center. Full chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Or child's pose. Two more breaths. Good. One more breath. Bend your knees, look towards your hands. And you're going to hop to your knees. So just hop and land on your knees in Virasana. Or step to your knees. So nice and warm, we're going to go into some back bends. So come up to a tall kneel. Might get out of the sun. There's no way out of the sun. What if I come forward? Kind of. Not. There we go. Okay. So your knees are as wide as your hips. Turn your toes under. If it doesn't feel comfortable on your knees, you can just fold the mat halfway, and then you have extra padding under your knees. Breathing in, reaching up. Biceps touch the ears, palms touch. Breathing out, right hand comes down to the right heel. Reach the left arm over. Slight twist here. Look down at your right heel. Keep reaching the hips forward. And left arm reaching over the ear. Good. Back up through center. Biceps touch the ears, palms touch. Breathing out over to the left. Left hand to left heel. Hips reach forward. Right arm reaches over the ear. Look down at your left heel. Good. Back around to center. And back to the right. Right hand to right heel. This time hips reach forward. Heart lifts up towards the sky. Look up towards the ceiling. Reach the arm back. Drop your head onto the back of your shoulder. Good. Reach through that left arm first. Then right arm reaches up. Breathing out over to the left. Left hand to the heel. Hips reach forward. Lift your heart towards the sky. Reach straight back with that right arm. Drop your head towards your shoulders. Breathe. Good. Reach up first with the right hand. Head comes up, then left hand. Breathe out. Hands come down alongside the body. Bring your knees in together, your feet together. Keep your toes turned under and sit back on your heels. Your toes are turned under. So it's a great stretch for your toes. If try to pull the pinky toes and separate all the toes so that they're all making contact with the floor and getting a stretch. It can be intense and even painful. But try to stay here. I'm going to stay here for 30 seconds. Close your eyes. Long, deep breaths. Good. That was 30 coming up. Slowly, slowly. Drop the feet to the floor. Open your knees as wide as your hips. Then turn your toes under again. So full back bend, Dhanurasana or camel pose. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, right hand to the right heel. Then left arm to the left heel. Heart's lifting, hips are moving forward. If it feels okay for your neck, drop your head back. You should feel the back of the head on the back of your shoulders. Keep reaching your hips forward, heart lifting. 2 more breaths. Head comes up first. I know it feels crazy on the neck, but reach the head up first. And then take your right hand to your heart. Left hand to your heart. Hang here for a breath. Tuck your belly in. And coming up. Drop your hands. Knees together. Feet together. Sit back on those heels. Stretching the toes. Getting them stronger and activated. Two more breaths. Good. Back up into your tall kneel. Open your knees as wide as your hips. Drop the feet. Relax the feet on the mat. So this is full camel pose without the propping of the feet. If it was challenging for you to do it with your toes tucked under, Then stay here with your toes tucked under and just achieve success in that pose one more time. If you feel like you know your body and you know you can go deeper and you have it in your practice, keep your feet flat. Breathing in, reaching up. We're going to reach to the left first. Left hand to the left heel. Right arm swivels around, comes down to the right heel. Hips reach forward, heart lifts up. Drop your head back. Can you feel the back of your head on your shoulders? Breathe. 2 more breaths. Look up first, strengthening the back of the neck, finding control in your neck. Right hand to your heart. Keep that back bend. Left hand to your heart. Tuck your belly in and come up. Keep your knees and your feet wide and sit down between your feet for full Virasana to see if that's possible. Hands can come to your knees. Arch back, tuck your belly in, drop your chin towards your heart, arching back. And then breathing in, back to neutral spine. And one more time, breathing out, arching back, tuck your chin towards your heart. Pull your belly into your back. Go back to center, neutral spine. If you can't, if your tush is not on the floor, take a pillow or a block underneath your tailbone. Bring your knees together now, and you're sitting between your feet. You're not on your feet. So staying here, one more breath. Yeah. Now take your hands back behind you, fingertips facing the tush. Drop to the heels of the hands, arms are straight. Lift your hips off the mat, giving some relief to the knees and the legs. And then drop your tailbone back between the feet. Bend your elbows back slowly, slowly. So maybe you can go to your elbows. You can drop your head back, feeling the back of the head on your shoulders. Breathe. Looking forward, tucking the chin in towards your heart. You can go to full Supta Virasana, dropping the back onto the floor. Or stay on the elbows or stay on the straight arms. Wherever your practice is, honoring your body, taking care of yourself. Never pushing yourself to the point of pain or injury. Two more breaths. Good. Push into your elbows. They're right alongside the rib cage. And slide them underneath your shoulders so you're back up in this elbow Virasana. And then take your hands to where your elbows are. So you have the straight arms, roll the shoulders away from your ears. Lift your hips up. Take your right foot out. And then your left foot out. Reverse table. Lift the hips up. Try to just do it with the folded mat. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your hips up. Drop your head back. Breathe. Tuck your chin in towards your heart. Move your knees forward to stretch out your shoulders. Back to center. Drop your hips. Good. Unfold your mat. Extend your legs in front of you. Staff pose, hands on your knees, sitting up tall. Flex your feet, spread your toes. Press your legs into the floor. Reach your arms up alongside the ears. So this requires core strength to sit up tall. Reach the arms, reaching the arms up. Then drop your hands to shoulder height, reaching towards the toes. And then slowly roll back, one vertebrae at a time. Keep your belly tucked in. Lower back touches, upper back touches, reach the arms. Alongside the ears, point the toes, point the fingertips, making yourself longer. Breathe deeply into the rib cage, breathing in. Breathing out, pull the belly down into the back body like it's gonna touch the back of your mat. Breathing in, extend the belly up like a balloon, and then breathing out, pull the belly in towards your back body like it'll touch the mat. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Keep the belly tucked in, reach the arms towards the toes, look up, and slowly come up. Good. Reaching forward and then arms alongside the ears. Good. Drop the arms shoulder height and slowly come down. When the lower back touches, we're going to come up. We're going to do that 5 times. 5. Roll down. 4. 3. Reach forward past the toes. 2. Past the toes. You can even touch them. And last time, 1. Stay here. Reach the arms, shoulder height, palms facing up. Reach them alongside the ears. Point the toes. And all the way down. Let the arms slide alongside the body. And then bend your knees, bring your feet towards the hips. They're hip width apart. Bridge pose, push into your feet. Take your hips up. Roll your shoulders underneath you and interlace the fingers underneath you. Push those fists and the entire arm into the mat to raise the hips up. 2 more breaths. Come up onto your tiptoes so your heels rise up off the floor. Maybe this allows you to get your hips up a little bit higher. Bend your elbows and see if your hands can come underneath your hips. The heels of your hands are in towards your tailbone. The fingertips are wrapping around the hip bones. And then drop your heels down. Stay on your left foot. Bring your right knee in towards your heart and straighten the leg. Breathe. Bend the knee, bring it back to the floor. Left knee comes in towards your heart. Extend the leg, flex the foot, spread the toes. Bend the knee, bring the foot back to the floor. Reach the hips up, try not to take so much weight on your hands. And then come onto your tiptoes to allow the hands to come out. And then lower down one vertebrae at a time, dropping the heels. Open the feet as wide as the mat and let your knees drop together. Softening the back. Long, deep breath. Last back bend of the practice, and then we'll go into Shavasana. So you can choose to, so you're going to bring your feet back to hip distance. Knees are reaching up towards the sky. You can choose to go back into deepening your bridge, or you can do full wheel pose where you reach the arms up. Palms are facing, and then you press the palms of the hands towards the ceiling and dive the fingertips down so that the hands are pressing into the mat. Fingertips are facing your shoulders. And then half lift, push into your hands, lift your hips up, and slide onto the top of your head. And you may just stay here. Or the work is reaching your hips up and then pressing into the feet and begin to straighten the arms. Breathe. And to come down, you bend the elbows towards the back of the room, drop to your head, and then slide back into your back. Breathe here. Notice how you feel. And full Shavasana. So getting all the way onto the mat so you feel the cushion of the mat underneath you. Arms are alongside the body. You can open them up a little bit. You want to feel the full back of your hand on the floor. Your wrists are resting on the floor, the back of your arms. Press your shoulders into the floor and allow them to roll back. Feet are wide, legs are pretty wide to really relax the hips and the pelvis. Allow the feet to drop open. Close your eyes. Maybe your first couple breaths are really deep and active. Feel your chest rise, your belly move. And then release the activeness of your breath. Let it come softly and naturally. You may notice that it's deeper than your regular breath. Or maybe you don't even know what your regular breath is like. Good to pay attention to how you breathe. Let's keep our mental focus on the breath. The mind should be quiet naturally after the yoga practice. In the science of Ayurveda, you do yoga to quiet the mind and to begin to understand and be able to meditate. So you do an active movement practice of yoga before you sit and quiet the mind. So Shavasana is the beginning phases of meditation. Lying on the floor. And single mind focus, so focusing on where the body touches the earth. And then take the mind, the single mind focus to just between the eyebrows. It may be dark at first, or then it becomes light, and then it becomes color. So the focus today is focusing on that light between the eyes. Maybe it stays white and in color, or maybe it begins to change in color. So keeping yourself quiet, soft, and disciplined in this practice of focusing on the light. Staying here for the next couple minutes. And notice the comfort that comes to the body by focusing on the third eye and focusing on the light. The quality of the body, the peacefulness, the quietness. Begin to deepen your breath. Keep your mind focused on the third eye. Notice as you begin to breathe deeper and begin to take on the idea of moving again and coming back, how the quality of the light changes. Maybe the color changes. With your next breath in, bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. Staying on your back for another breath. And with your next breath in, slowly coming up to sitting, keeping yourself feeling heavy, but your mind is quiet and light. Bring your hands together at your heart, bow your head, and take a moment to give yourself the feedback of what yoga does for you. The quietness in your mind and your body, grounded. You are in your body, called you are embodied. The flow of energy is moving through you, from the base of your spine all the way up through the crown of your head. You feel content and peaceful, in touch with your natural being. Be grateful for yourself, your health, your beauty, your intelligence, your ability to live in a life where you can choose to do yoga. Be grateful for your breath and the gift of life. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Shalom. Thank you.